Okay, I'm gonna record a new video. I don't want to speak too loud because my sister is watching TV. Okay, let's see something. I've made a lot of progress, so you might be pretty astonished. Well, I am, because it's like the best thing I've ever made so far. I'm not done with this tentacle. It's kind of weird. Let's bump up the speed to 3. Okay. So I made this giant Kraken thing that we were doing in the earlier episode. I made a lot of progress. So these are not the colors for it yet. I have to switch up colors here. So these are just like the preset colors, and I'll change them with World Edit, and it's getting there. It's doing pretty good. Remember doing this arm? I filled it in with using my hand and voxel to do it. Turned out pretty good. You obviously can't see the abdomen yet. It's kind of crazy a little bit. Yeah, this tentacle needs some work. It's not done at all, so yeah. So today we're not gonna focus on that, but we're gonna focus on this new thing up here. It's like a giant claw thing. So let's just get right to it. Okay, I'm pretty sure this will keep recording while I get out of the app. Let me just test it out. Yep, it's still recording. So I'm gonna go back to my photos and look at this reference image I have. Okay, so this long thing right here is gonna be a giant arm, kind of, then a big bend, and then this huge sword thing, this weird looking hook thing that is just like amazing. So what I first see is that there's this bone, but I'm gonna modify it to I never copy reference images exactly. Not because I can't do it, but because this is like, I mix reference images. I don't like all of this is like this is an original creature. I took this idea from a reference image, but it's all mine. The tentacles, obviously reference images of tentacles, but it's basically a really basic structure to me. The hand is I made this long bony fingers. I'm not done with it yet, but that's a reference image, but I obviously did it myself. The head is actually all my idea so far. Pretty cool. This little claw thing, I had to change up the colors. I made some skin flaps. It was actually my idea. I thought it would add some detail with some flesh colors. Some more. And then I did this neck thing. I know reference imaging. I'm saying that a lot. I'm stressing that a lot because I don't want to rely on that too much as a builder. You know, I want to build from my head. So this thing built from my head, but there's a reference image is very necessary for this idea of these giant claws. So let's start. So I'm gonna connect this back to the center frame thing. So I need another color. We can use something. I want to make sure there's because I don't want to use a different type of wool, because when you change the color of the wool, it changes every single color of wool in the area, so you can't use different ones it's hard to explain. So we can use soul sand to mark it up. So what I mean is, what we're gonna do is have this bone sticking out, but I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna look. Like, this thing's protruding out from the actual main area, so it's because this bone's gonna stick out here. So I'm trying to see how that would work. See how the shape of it would be. Probably a little like this. I'm really trying to visualize this thing. Now I see this will be cut off, so yeah, okay. it's gonna curve back to its shape. I'm gonna look at the reference image and see if there's anything special to see. Nope, it's pretty much a smooth structure. So it's what's really helpful is to have these guidelines to tell you how thick it should be. About 4 blocks. When you get up to the top, it's gonna get smaller. Okay, this one's 2 blocks. Yeah, there. So you're gonna have to make this guideline that will help you go through the whole thing. I recommend that if you're gonna do organics by hand. I did this bottom part by hand. This part, this armor by hand. The sponge is supposed to represent some stretched muscles and tendons that connects this to the body. It's really hard. This connects here. This connects here. This shield here, or this armor plate, is by hand. Yeah, so working by hand gives you that extra detail that you need. I don't have all the details obviously done in this whole body, but in this whole thing, because I'm adding those last. Okay, trying to guesstimate where it is. Okay, now you have to go back and review it, and if there's any, like, you have to like look back and change it up. Alright, we have that so far. We have this bone sticking out at the right. It looks correct to me. Now, I think what we'll work on is this base. It's a very complicated design because I thought there's this ball here, like an elbow, and then it comes back up. Like, this is not the reference image, but I'm just thinking it will look like that. And no, it should start from over here. Then it will come up, and what we're going to focus on today is this bottom structure here to start off this giant claw. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, these spikes are easy to do by hand. It's just, you have to guess and check on how to do spikes on the back of its spine. It's pretty neat. Just saying. Okay, now guidelines for this, we can start here. I do 3D lines. That's like my favorite thing to do. So match it up pretty well. Okay, there. Looks pretty cool. We could use this stretched skin to show you how it's stretching and connecting to this joint. It's kind of an alien-looking joint so far. Now, I want to make a new organic video, so building by hand will be easier because I'm doing it with no problem. I really wish I could build this whole mutant by hand, but there's honestly no time for that because that'll be the biggest thing ever done by hand. And the last thing I built by hand that was like this big took me ages. So box is very important for time consuming. It'll still give you good results, but you gotta know how to use it well. I use it for this huge section. I'm not doing that by hand, so I could do this easily by hand, but yeah, it would have been more accurate, but I just don't have the time. I don't want to waste time. Because I have a lot of other things to work on. Oh, sorry if you heard that. That is the air freshener. It's activated by motion. So. Yeah. Okay. This part may be a little stressful. So. Okay. You want to do the bottom and show where the bottom touches here. There we go. Vertical wireframing. Sometimes that's all you need to do is vertical wireframing, or I combine them both. It's much more accurate and you can edit it. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we've got this part. I will add more details onto it, don't worry. It's just, you're not supposed to really add the details first. Better to get the big forms down. See, it's good. It's looking like a ball joint. I might put a spike coming out from the back, Actually would be a good idea, so I'm gonna line that up. Kind of how this direction's going. You can use beeline from voxel to do it, but I'm gonna make a slightly curved looking one. So there, yeah. And then the base of it would be like around here. Okay, doesn't look correct. Yeah, it's looking a bit weird. I was building it way too fast. I need to edit the bottom parts. Okay. It looks good from this angle, but from the other angle it does not. Nah, it's actually good. We can always fix it later. That's not my main focus right now. There's nothing on the reference image that really is helping me. I'm just doing this, winging it to what I think it should look like. I was thinking like this cylindrical thing, kind of going up there with spikes on it and bumps like on it horizontally and vertically. Let me see how much time has passed. 11 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna even look at the image. I'm just gonna keep it on this phone recording screen. See how much time I've recorded. Okay. We're gonna connect this up here. It's pretty simple. I want it to have a smooth transition. Start like that. Okay. We haven't focused on this area much. Let's curve it in like that. Seems pretty cool to me. It's kind of a funky shape here, but don't be afraid to use funky shapes. If people think that it should be perfectly smooth, no, it's not necessarily the case. Sometimes you need the texture, the bumpy looking textures and stuff like that. I have smooth texture for armor. Yeah, I don't know how to make skin textures really. It's just an add-on detail. You add bumps on it or whatever you want. Like on the neck of this thing, you saw it. So just have some bumps there. Wrinkles, it's possible to make it, but this isn't really a big organic to do wrinkles and stuff like that. Okay, it's looking good. It's gonna take a long time to make though. We'll finish this side. This side's actually looking really good. So let's say we can start from here, or I don't know, we can edit it later. So a smooth cylindrical shape here. I want to continue this shape up here. I obviously don't like diagonals that much, so I try to keep it curvy, not too much sharp, jagged edges in this one. Building by hand definitely requires some self-teaching. Basically what I mean is practice. Just give yourself situations, make your own wireframing. I have a wireframing video in my, one of my old videos. Well, it's not really old, but it's an older video. Check it out. We're gonna add some detailing now with this stretched muscle you can have. Well, I don't know, it's not muscle, but this should surely connect up here. I'll show you what I mean by this. This like wraps around the joints, like how muscles do. It's just a weird alien way of doing it. Like you see it here on the neck. You see this stretched skin, kind of. You don't really see it a lot though. Kind of like this. It's like stretched skin, but this is like overlapping the. I don't know. So this is all the work we've done for this episode. That is basically the pattern. I'll keep continuing this pattern all the way up here. Yeah, and then I'll make that more spikes on here, on here, on here. And I'll try not to go off for the reference image too much, but I have the basic idea. No, well, I actually need the reference image for this part because it's like a weird spike, and it's pretty unique looking. It's very difficult to do based on the shapes it has. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll try to get this done. Yeah, see you in the next one. Please subscribe if you want to continue watching me build this. Goodbye.